Are you ready to get into sync? Have you been watching from the sidelines and watching videos like mine and my other friends or other gurus in the space who talk about sync licensing or talk about sync? Well, are you ready to get going? Mic check. Ready. There it is. Well, maybe you don't know how to start. Maybe you need to figure out how do you get in the game? Do you get into sync? Well, that's what I wanted to know. When I heard a podcast about 6 or 7 years ago, and hey, and we are live on Instagram. Is that so cool? All right. Um, so, yeah, I heard a podcast about 6 or 7 years ago, and they said that you could make music income with TV, film, and advertising with the songs that you make. And I had never heard. I had heard of music that was made that was on TV, of course, and I had gotten close to getting some stuff in a film one time, but I didn't think of that as a thing. I didn't think of that, and again, this is before the pandemic, somewhere around 2017 or so, and I heard this on a podcast. And I had been working and was working and then still working as a music producer as my full-time job, but I was missing composing and producing my own songs and doing something with them. Somewhere in my notes, I have a video written down to do called How Sync Licensing Brought Me Back to Being a Composer. But it did. It made me want to start and get back to being a music composer again. And I ended up doing that. I ended up going back and getting my master's in music composition and getting involved in licensings of all kind. And now here we are. And so I saw an income stream, and maybe you see this as an income stream that doesn't include producing other artists, which is something I was tired of, producing only for clients, but making the music I wanted to make and getting into libraries, getting published, something I had been wanting to do since I was a teenager. And I started not only getting published, but getting placements and getting royalties coming in. And so today we are going to talk about this. This has happened to me. It can happen to you. This whole story has basically turned my life around. It turned into videos as this channel has grown, which you've seen the evolution of me and getting into sync. It evolved into an ebook, which some of you have bought. It translated now and reimagined into what we are celebrating today. And I'm very excited to introduce the Getting in Sync course. Here it is. And boy, am I happy that it is here. I'm still editing parts of it, so it's at a super duper low price. We'll talk about that. But yes, let's make some noise. The Getting in Sync course, we're officially celebrating them. It's been out for a while, but we're kind of just officially celebrating it today, just looking at it. So I'm so glad that you guys are here. Just want to say hi to some people here in the chat that I can see here on YouTube. I got Arco is in the house. I've got Ruth is in the house. Come on in. Hey, Ian is in the house. Good to see you, Ian. Ian Harker and Arco have both been in our masterminds before, and we've had a good time. Wolfgang is in the house. So everybody is just coming in. That's okay. We're going to do some stuff before we start giving away free stuff. We're going to talk about some different things, and let's just take a quick look. I don't know, Marco. By the way, guess what, everyone? Before we get going too far with our big giveaways and all the stuff. First, I want to introduce you to my co-host for the entire week, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Marco Valerio. Let's get the book out of the way, the course out of the way. Marco Valerio
Hi,
Romano. Hello. Thanks for joining us again, Marco, from Venice, Italy. And let me tell you, Marco has a very important job today. Marco's job today is Marco is going to be watching what I call, and you guys are going to love this. This is just going to be so much fun. Marco is going to be watching something I call the Wheel of Free. That's right. We have a Wheel of Free here today, and We're going to be spinning the wheel. So here's what you have to do. I don't know if anybody has done this yet or anybody remembers, but in order to win something for free, I don't think anybody's remembered from the last time, you have to put the word free in the comments. So if you want to win something free today on the webinar, you have to put the word free in the comments. You also have to give us a like for this video. This video needs lots of likes in order to get more people watching. And so I need you to do that. But I need you to put in free. So let me say hello to some people who are in there. Cody George in the house. Good to see you, Cody. Thanks for being here. Samuel is in the house. Samuel Beckoff, thanks for being here. Remember to put the word free in there. Arco, put the word free. Laurie Jean, composer, good to see you here. Thanks for being here. Hello, how are you? Yes, Arco has done what you're supposed to do. Let me get the wheel of free out of the way here. Arco has done exactly what you're supposed to do. He has put the word free in the chat. If you want to be part of this, you got to do what Bacchus the God has done, what Wolfgang has done, what Cody has done, what Ruth has done, what Ian has done, what Dennis M., good to see you, has done, what Samuel has done. You got to put free. So Marco, not Arco, but Marco, we got Arco, yesterday we had Marcus, we have all sorts of people, but you may hear Marco feverishly typing back there, and he's typing and putting everyone into a list with a number, and we will, in a little while, we will be going in and we will be choosing from our list of people. But you got to be here. You got to be here to claim the prize. If you're not here at the time, I will have to pick someone else. So yes, I understand that on Instagram mobile, I'll probably just take you off for some of these parts here. On Instagram mobile, it only shows the center of the screen. I'm experimenting with Instagram, so glad you are here, Instagram people. Let me just check and see. I've never gone live on Instagram, but boy, we've got some people over there. Bacchus the God, there is. Oh, that's cool. Somebody is actually, I'm seeing the comments here on the screen. So Bacchus the God. Yeah, I see people from Instagram leaving comments. So if you're on Instagram, if you're on LinkedIn, it should be on LinkedIn as well, on my LinkedIn. So if you are here on LinkedIn, if you are here on YouTube, if you are here on Instagram, put the word free in the comments. And my trusty producer today, Marco, is you can see him feverishly working on right now, trying to put all the names in. So
it's quite busy, yeah.
So we got a lot of stuff going on. More people jumping in here. Zen Fire Chief is in the house, Zen Chief Engineer. He's marked free. Everybody is marking free. Very, very good. Good to have everybody in here. And Arco switched over to Instagram. Yes, we're on Instagram today too. So we're just giving that a shot. You guys will have to give me some likes if you like that kind of thing. If you're ever a person who watches on Instagram Live. I didn't know people watch videos on Instagram Live, but we're on Instagram Live. All right, back to the show here, because we've got to really stay on point here, because we got to get back to the free. Well, welcome to the free webinar, the official free webinar for this course. The course is called Getting in Sync, and it's here, right here. And the Getting in Sync course, I got to turn off Seeing Me on two screens. I see me on Instagram, I see me here. It's a little confusing, but there's a lot to do here. And people are like, why doesn't he have better control over his controls? I don't know. Glad you all are here today. Bornyar's in the house. Bornyar, remember to put free in the description if you want to be in the running for the wheel of free that is coming in. Great video yesterday with Jesse on Jesse's channel, Sync My Music. You can see a really, I haven't even listened to it yet. I'm saving it for my drive today because it's long, but it's Bornyar and Jesse talking about sync and AI and all that kind of stuff. So very excited. to have you in the house today, Boneyard. Put the word free in, just like Adopted Son Audio has done. DVD V Music. Hey, glad to have you. Put the word free in, and we will put you, my assistant and my producer today will put you in that. There he is. Yeah, the course was in the way of his head, but Marco Romano is joining us from Venice, and he's been with us all week, helping us out with all these videos and helping us with all of these things. So super excited to have you all in here today. And yeah, put all of your Stevie B is also going live at 1 o'clock today. You're going to go watch that after you stay here, because you got to stay here to win free stuff. But hopefully we'll be close to done by 1. We'll see. There's no promises here. But anyway, thanks everybody for joining us on this webinar for my new course, Getting in Sync. It's just growing. It's at a super low price. So we have a bunch of free stuff to give away, including a new course very soon. Stay close. Stay on here, and we will be giving a new course away very, very soon. We'll also be giving away a free month of our educational offerings, and we'll be giving free eBooks away. And I have a special offer on anyone who buys the course today. Like if you buy the course today on the 24 hours starting now, and maybe I think someone else bought it this morning. But if you buy it from 12 noon today to 12 midnight or 12 noon tomorrow, I'm going to have a special offer for you at the end. You got to wait and see what that is. But I mean, what else could you ask for from a free webinar? It's free. So remember, you put the word free for all you new people, and I'll put that in here just to make sure. Put the word free in to win prizes on the wheel of free, which we will get to here very soon. All right. So glad everybody is here today, and let's keep moving here on we got to keep going. We don't want to get into other people's time here. So we got free consults given away. I'll be spinning the wheel of free, and there will be free things distributed. Yes, there shall be. But you have to stay through the webinar, because if you're not here, you cannot have the thing. So make sure you type free, and you can get the course. And so I'm going to just go back here, because actually, you know what, Marco, I believe it's time for the first free thing. This is your last chance to type in the word free to get something for free before we spin the first wheel.
I'm ready to give you names.
Do you have everybody up to DVD V Music?
Yep.
Okay. Anybody else who is in here who wants something for free, now is your chance to put that in. How many are we up to as far as number?
It's 13. No, 14 now. No,
14.
Sorry, it's 13 because Bacchus the God wrote it twice on Instagram.
Okay. Yeah, you can only enter once, yeah. And for the fair of everyone. So what I will do, watch this. We're going to go to the number picker, and I'm going to put, you said 15 or 14 or 13?
No, 13.
13.
Right.
Right? Okay. So here's what we're going to do. And tell me if we have anybody else by the time I get done pontificating here. Let me put myself in the thing here. We are going, if you don't know what's happening here, I'm about to give something away for free, and we're going to pick a number between 1 and 13. And we're not going to pick it. The wheel of free is going to pick it. And so this is going to be a little fun, I think. I hope. We've got 13 people still. No problem, Bacchus. Thanks for being here. But no, we are going to spin it. So here we go. Marco has your number, and here we go with the first big spin. Are we ready? Are we ready? It's time to spin the wheel of free. Here we go. Here we go. I got to do it from the webpage. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. And the wheel of free says number 2.
All right.
If you're number 2, and hold on a second, let me get back to all of this. So, Marco, Who is number 2?
Yep, that's Wolfgang.
Wolfgang is our first winner today. And Wolfgang, you have won a free course now of Getting in Sync. You've won the Getting in Sync course. Now, you need to tell me, some people may have already bought something, but you have won a free course of the new course, Getting in Sync, and it's right here. And I apologize, Instagram people. I know this screen is not in the middle all the time, but Wolfgang has just won the Getting in Sync course, and couldn't go to a better person. Could not go to a better person. He's been here all week in our chats, and I really appreciate you being here. So that was fun. Okay, that's enough. Let's come back here. Let's close some of these things up here. And so very good. Well, now it's time to get into, I want to continue to teach a little bit, even though that we're going to be, we're going to be giving away things, and I will give away something else here very soon. But I want to I said the video is about 6 steps to getting in sync, and I want everybody to get some knowledge today. And so we'll keep telling people who are coming in that they can get stuff for free by putting their name. Remember, there's so far there's been 20 or more people here. If you're not putting in the word free, now you got to stick around if you put in the word free, and you could get something next. So I don't know what I'm going to give away next. I think I know, but I'm going to keep it to myself. So Wolfgang's our first winner today, and yeah, congrats to Wolfgang. All right, so back to the script here, and let's get into step 1. I've got 6 steps today that I want to talk about, and the 6 steps are basically they're not exactly what I outline in the book as far as the steps to get into sync, but these are kind of like big picture steps. And the big picture step number 1, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I forgot to do my things today. But step 1 is the right songs and the right production. I knew when I was going to get into sync that I needed to have the right songs. And I had done jingles for business clients before, and also other kinds of music. And I knew that I was going to need to have the right songs. There weren't as many gurus out there like me and all the other people who are talking about sync online. But at least back in the mid-2000 teens, I'm sure Jesse was, but I didn't know about him at that time. But there were a few people talking about it on podcasts and offering year-long memberships into their club or whatever. And I took part in one of these. I believe, can't remember who. I know it was Kathy Heller who ran it, but I can't remember the name of the course. But it was, at the time, she had gotten some really big syncs, and she was offering a course on this. But what they talked about a lot, I got into that, but what they talked about a lot and repeatedly said that, especially with advertising, but also with TV, that what they were looking for at these shows was positive, upbeat music. So that's what I started to make. Positive music fit pretty well with me since I had been producing in the Christian and kind of gospel genres for a long time, as well as instrumental jazz, piano, classical, world music, and other genres. And I changed the narrative of my compositional output and my, really even my career. I didn't stop producing necessarily. I'm still producing people, but I just decided to start working with my clients as partners to get songs into sync licensing. And I knew that I had to come up with just the right kind of songs, and I had to get them made. And I had to get them made right. And so I partnered with some of my clients who are still partnering with me on songs. And let this be a lesson to you. If you're a person who wants to make high quality music and you need a little bit of cash to do this, you could find partners who might partner with you inside of the royalty stream, both on the front end and the back end royalty stream. And I do that with my clients. I offer them, and I offer that to you, by the way. And the second thing I need to know, and this is still under step 1, is that like all the music that I had been creating for clients in Nashville since the early 2000s, every song was going to need to be produced at top, because the stuff I was hearing on TV and in commercials was produced super well. It wasn't just somebody just cranking songs out in their bedroom. Not that people don't produce songs in their bedroom these days, but because we know they do, Billie Eilish, and so, but with that said, I had always had success working with amazing players, professional session players, professional singers, professional engineers in the studios of Nashville. And so I did that. And really moving towards producing for sync was using all of my powers towards a goal of really getting stuff in there. So finally I was doing this, and it really was a win-win-win. It was a win for me because I got to produce the way I wanted to and what I wanted to, my own music and or co-writes. My clients got a win and my partners got a win because they got involved in royalty streams, and the libraries and whoever else that takes my songs is a win. So by making music that was a win for me, a win for music libraries, and a win for any partners, it made music not just a means to an artist's end, which is a small end. You know, artists really are just there for themselves, but this really helps everybody who's involved. And so those are the first two things of step one is music, making the right kind of music. And for me at the time, and still, it's very positive music. In fact, I named my company Positive Spin Songs. And so Positive Spin Songs is what I make music under, and that's what I'm known under in the sync world. And so that's kind of and it's done well. It has been. I don't do a lot of music that is negative, and it's not that there's probably not use for it out there, but what I do is positive, and so it's done well. And so that's step one for me. Now, I want to talk a little bit before we get to the second giveaway. We're getting ready to spin the wheel again. If you're sitting out there and you're going, Eric, when are we going to spin the wheel? I want to spin the wheel of free again. Hey, Shane, welcome. Shane's in the house, everybody. Shane, remember, put the word free in if you want to win something free, like Nike Stoyan has. Thanks for being here. Make sure that you put the word free in, Shane, if you want to get something for free, because I'm about to spin the big wheel. Yes, and it has been a busy time, but yeah, it's probably a busy month for you in general, I would imagine. But we are pushing the book today. I mean, I keep saying the book because this used to be a book. I'm going to put this on the other side. I have an ebook of this as well, and so the Getting in Sync course is new. Andreas is in the house. Good to see you, Andreas. And Shane put in free, so there's two more for you, Marco. And in case you didn't know, my trusty producer who's been here all week with me today, Marco from Venice, Italy, has been helping us with everything. So thanks for being here. And he is in there right now, tabulating all the names in a list so that we can run the big wheel here in just a minute. But I have a few things I need to do that. That's the first time someone read my name correctly. Nike Stoyan? Huh, great. I'm glad. Bradford Knight says, free news stinger. Well, I'll just give you a free news stinger right now. Here you go. I don't know if you've heard this new version. So that's like a start of what the new. Sorry, don't need to hear it again. That's the start of the new news stinger melody, and I just thought you'd enjoy that, Bradford. So Marco, you can put Bradford down since he's just being silly. So you could put the free thing in there. Zen Chief Engineer says, nice bass traps. I wish they were bass traps. They're more likely, they're actually really just, what would you call them? RLX squares, but they have a very nice sound, makes the room sound very nice. Yeah, the whole mastermind team is here. They really are. Thanks everybody for showing up. Shane says, big spin, no whammies. Okay, well, we're going to have a spin here. But before we do, oh, you're talking about Marco. Marco, he's talking about your bass traps. Do you have bass traps in there? Marco is a full-time producer and music maker as well. Yeah, he's got some. You got some. Is that RLX? Are those RLX the RLX corner ones?
I actually can't remember because I bought them like 10 years ago, and I never checked it, like the kind. But yeah, they work quite well anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I had those when I did outfitted a whole room. I outfitted with RLX, not these, but the foam RLX stuff. And anyway, all right, not to get off track here too much because it's about time for giveaway and people are getting antsy. But before we do, I want to just show you the Make Music, the course that we're all here to celebrate today, just so you know. And it's still at its lowest, crazy low price. And we can get me out of there. I think I don't need to be on here. But this is the Getting in Sync course. And this is where it stands now. I've been kind of sprucing it up a little bit. Made a new cover recently the other day. Talks about in this course. This is my story in detail. It lays out all the steps of how I got into sync and why and all the things. And right now there's only one tiny itty bitty pricing plan, and that's $29. And there's a reason you will want to buy it for $29 today. And I'm going to tell you when we get to the end of this. But let's look at the curriculum real quick just to talk about what's in it. We talk about kind of the elephant in the room. Why take this course from me? Why would you take it from me when there's so many other people that do a sync course? And I'm not even saying you shouldn't take other people's sync courses. You should take all our sync courses because we're all going to say something different. And that's kind of the point of this course. We'll talk about that in a minute. We talk about getting into sync, how my intro to getting into sync, what sync is, what is in the course, which is I'm kind of showing you that right now. We talk about getting into sync, and we get into all of these things, defining sync licensing, how I got into sync, the actual step-by-step, the preparing the right music, which I was talking about a minute ago, how I found sync libraries, and I'll talk about that here in a little bit. How I got paid in sync libraries, my experience so far with sync, which is going to continue to update, the different ways to do sync, the long game of sync, which we talked about yesterday, and how they got into sync, which is going to be a chapter featuring interviews that I've already done with people on how they got into sync. Jesse talks about how he got into sync. Tamara talks about how she got into sync. Mark Freezer, who is a sync agent, talks about how he got into sync. I'm going to boil all these down and get even more from the people who are into sync right now, and then talk about how you will get into sync. And then there's an outro. And then, as usual, I've got tons of bonus content here from all the interviews and videos, just re-edited, nice and tight, so you can go in there and hear this information and updated information and edited with all the stuff taken out of me rambling, somewhat like this. And you can see all those. And then I do have a section that I'm beginning to build called Sync Libraries that I can tell you about. So this will grow. There's probably going to be quite a few that I will reveal here in this. I do also have a part in here where I talk about how I found sync libraries and where you can find sync libraries. So that's basically what the course outline looks like. And you can, again, find that just right at Make Music Income. Let me get out of here. You can find that at makemusicincome.com/learn. That's where you can find everything that we're doing, including our new Learn program, which I'll talk about in a minute. Okay, so are we ready? Has everybody put in the word free? I see there's 25 people in here. If you are one of the 25 here, it doesn't matter if you're watching. I don't know if anybody is watching on LinkedIn. I think I'm going there too live. But if you're watching on Instagram or you're watching on YouTube, make sure you put in the word free in this chat right here, because we're getting ready to spin the wheel of free again. And in order to spin the wheel of free, and in order for you to get something for free, and I'm going to give away something rather large. Actually, it's probably the most expensive thing I'm giving away today. I'm going to give away a free coaching session with me. This is usually something I charge $100 to $150 for. And so I'm going to be giving away a free coaching session, 1 hour coaching session for free. And we're going to spin the wheel now, and somebody's going to win a free coaching session with me to talk about anything you want to talk about your music, talk about your career, talk about anything. We're going to do it. And so let's go to the number picker wheel, which I think it's much more interesting to call it the wheel of free. And as Shane said, big spin, no whammies. Come on, no whammies, no bankrupt, but there is no bankrupt here. So let me go back to this. All right, let me pull me and Marco into the mix here. Marco, how many people are we up to now?
We're 17 people.
17. All right, 17. If you haven't put your name in, now's your last chance. I'll give you one last chance to put your name into the free. Wolfgang, only one per customer, only one free per customer, I'm afraid. So if you haven't put your name in, put your name now. And here we go. I'm going to spin the wheel. You can't stop me. Here we go, spinning the wheel of free. Hold on a second. Before I do that, we need this. And now, the wheel of free, big spin. And it looks like it's going to be number 13. So number 13 is the winner. And Marco, announce who that is.
So the winner is DVD V Music.
All right. So the winner of
Congratulations.
You're so good at this, Marco. Thank you for being part of this. So
well, I always dreamt of announcing the Oscars, you know.
This is your big win. That's right. So the winner of the 1 hour Zoom consult with me to talk about your career, to talk about your music, to talk about anything is, I better spell his name right. It's DVD what? D something.
That's DVD V Music.
Oh, okay. DVD. Oh, I can put a little at thing and do DVD like this. Can I? DVD V? No. Okay, guess not. DVD V Music. You have won you're the big winner of a consult with me. These are pretty popular and pretty helpful. And I just want to say congratulations and look forward to talking to you about your career. DVD Music, are you still here, though? Because remember the rules, folks. You have to be here to claim your prize. Are you here, DVD Music? Because if DVD Music is not here, then we might have to respin the wheel. DVD Music, you have the next few minutes to claim your prize, else I might respin for that consult. So let me know. All right, everybody, thanks for being here. Glad to have you here on the big webinar on the wheel of free that we just spent. We'll respin for people who aren't here and don't claim their prize. Then we will respin. I don't know if there's a way for me to really tell if people are in the chat or not, because I can't really see it. There he is. All right. DVD Music, congratulations. You have won a free 1 hour consult with me to talk about your music, to talk about your career, to talk about anything that you want to talk about. And I will be getting in touch with you and with everyone. But yeah, we will respin at the end if people don't claim. But so far, everybody has. And congratulations to DVD Music for winning that there. Okay, very good, very good. All right, everybody, glad to have another winner here on the webinar. So, all right, let's move back here. I'm going to go through another another piece of the steps today. I've only got through one step, so I guess I better get going. Step 2 that I want to talk about today, and is I think we've got to make sure that we know what to do once we have our music. So step 2 is finding the libraries. As a matter of fact, let me just put that all in the thing here. Step 2, finding the libraries. And I think this is an important part of this. And a lot of you are saying, Eric, thank you for telling me something I didn't already know. But how do I do this? How do I find these libraries you speak of? And so I want to talk about that a little bit. And this isn't something that, I mean, everybody talks about this. And before I give you my answer, let me say that, like, this course is not like my last course, which was called The Stock Market, Where, Why, and How to Submit Your Music to Stock Music Libraries. You can find that at Make Music Income Learn as well. But there are books out there that talk about how to find sync libraries. And one of those is from Jesse at Sync My Music, and that link is going to be in my book, but you can also just go to his site. I'll try to remember to put that link in the description. But also Clint at Clint Music has a great one. Anthony Clint Jr. has a fantastic book on this as well. So both those guys have built directories of the libraries. I know Jesse updates his every year, and so and talks about it. I have used Jesse's directory, and maybe I could even say to find a library. So I talk about these all the time, and I talk about them in the course as well, and give you the links in the course. Now, this may not excite you though. The way I found all my libraries, like it or not, was by searching the internet. I know that seems radical, but I was either watching YouTube and found out about a library owner or a library, and then I went and researched them on the internet, or I was just searching the internet, or I had heard of them at some point on a list, and I had them on a list because I found them on the library, and then I found their email and I sent them a simple email. And I go over this email in the course on how exactly I actually lay out my entire email word for word, and that also, by the way, the Getting in Sync ebook comes with the course. I haven't put that on the course yet, but you'll get both of that with that. So I have my exact text of how I got into music libraries in that ebook, and it'll be part of the course as well. But let me tell you about my libraries I'm with and how I found them. My first library, I was watching something on YouTube, and I saw someone shout out a library owner, and I looked at the library and I said, if that's guy is associated with that guy, I might be interested. So I sent a SoundCloud actually to them with a very simple three small paragraphs to this library, and they came back and said, we love this stuff. And it was my focused vocal pop positive music, and it was current, it was fun, it was upbeat, it was positive, it was in a major key. All the songs had been something that I had developed in Nashville, so they all had great singers. So once I found the right library, it would be an easy sell. But here's the cool thing about this library. They were tied into BMG, which is one of the biggest libraries in the world that TV shows and stuff go looking for. And I know this because this is most of the placements I've gotten have come from this library. And so I got in this library, and the last big one that I know of was a big placement on the Netflix show Love is Blind. Very top of show, beautiful placement. We'll see what that brings in back end royalties and in front end royalties. But I'll tell you this, I have gotten sync checks from them upfront, money that they got from sync upfronts, and then I have also received money in the back end on my PRO. And again, it doesn't hurt that this is they're attached to the largest library on earth. So when someone goes looking for a certain kind of song, they find it. My second library is a library called Scorekeepers. I'll give you that one. Scorekeepersmusic.com. If you want to look it up, I give that away. It's not a secret. And I talk about how I found them and what they've done in my book. And I've received a sync check from them. My third library was a boutique library run by one person. And I haven't had any placements yet that I know of, although I have received a sync check. So I'm not sure how that works. Somewhere the music has been used, but I've received a sync check there. My latest library, or one of my last exclusive libraries, is a large independent library, and I found it online, and I heard good things about it, and so I pitched an initial disco playlist. I use disco now to show off my music. And I finally got some placements with this library from some percussion stuff on NFL on CBS. I found out just last month, and it looks like it got played in the playoffs this year in January. So I probably won't see any back end for that for a while. So, and then my fifth library is another one I can tell you about, which is Crucial Music, and they are a non-exclusive library. I really like working with them. I have done a lot of pitches, but they are very, very picky. And so I probably only get about 1 out of every 5 to 7 songs on there. And so that is something that I'm hoping I get some placements there, because I love working with them. And I get to see all the times they pitch my music, which is really cool. So besides libraries, let me just add this to step 2, and then we're going to have another big giveaway. But other ways to get into sync are sync agents. You might have seen my video with Mark Frazier a few months ago. It's not always about libraries. You can do direct deals with sync agents. You can do direct deals with music supervisors. You may have seen my interview with Tamara Bubble, who says that's the only way to go. And you can meet people at conferences. You can have relationships with people that you meet at conferences that get you into these TV and film and advertising possibilities. So these are that's step 2 basically of how I've been getting into sync. And of course, in the course, I go into way more detail. And that's kind of the point of the course, is to be very detailed. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another giveaway. Yes, let's see what's happening in the chat. By the way, if you are just tuning in, Francis Strost in the house. Good to see you, Francis. If you're just tuning in, make sure you put in the word free. If you are here watching this and you haven't put in the word free yet, make sure you put in the word free. Hey, I'd love to get up to 25 likes. So if you are watching this right now, give this video a like. It's not going to hurt anything. You can give something free to me by just liking the video. And Arco, here's a good question. First of all, what is the Toy Story doing in my background? That's Buzz. That's my Buzz. Let me show you. It's Buzz Lightyear. He's my favorite. And you know how I know he's mine? I'll show you how I know he's mine. He's mine. That's my Buzz, because my name is on him. So, yep, that's Buzz Lightyear. He sits with me here in the studio. He's one of my friends. Arco asked, do scorekeepers send briefs? They have before. As a matter of fact, they did for Christmas. They needed Christmas dramedy and Christmas different things, and so they did send us briefs. And so, yes, Scorekeepers is someplace that sends brief. Here's a couple more people saying free, wanting free things. So right now, somewhere in Venice, Italy, my esteemed producer, Marco Valerio Romano, is working diligently, keeping a score and tabs and a list of people on our free list. So if you've put the word free in, you are going to win something in mere minutes, because I'm getting ready again to spin the wheel of free. Okay, so how long did it take you to write the reverse R? That's just the way I wipe my R's. Do you know I couldn't say my R's when I was a kid? I had to go to speech therapy. Francis says, you are Buzz. I think I'm more Woody, actually. I feel like I'm more Woody, but maybe. Mark Rushton in the house. Good to see you. Thanks for saying free. Anybody else? We are getting ready to do another drawing. So Tigrill is in the house. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. So Tigrill knows the rules. If you want something free, type in the word free. We are getting ready to do our next drawing. And by the way, what am I doing as a drawing here? Okay, so my next giveaway is for something I've been trying to talk to you about for a few days, actually a few weeks now. And that is something that I've decided to kind of concentrate on, and that's something called Make Music Income Learn. And let me show it to you before we go there. Make Music Income Learn is a new site, or actually it's just a new thing on my store page. But what it lets you get is all the things. And let me show you all the things. This bundle includes the Getting in Sync course, the stock market course, the Getting in Sync and stock market eBooks, all our free stuff in one place. And also, if you are paying this monthly price, and right now it's just $49 a month, if you are paying this price, you get anything I'm going to develop next, which next is the royalty course that's coming out. So it'll be an ebook and a course. And after that, it's going to be my producer course. So there are things that you are going to want to get involved with this. You're going to want to get part of Make Music Income Learn. But today, what I'm going to give away, if you've put the word free in the description, I'm in the chat here. So whether you're on, it doesn't matter if you're on Instagram. I couldn't go to Facebook today. Tried to go to Facebook. It doesn't matter if you're on LinkedIn. It doesn't matter if you are on Instagram. We're going to Instagram for the first time today. Seems to be working. And so we are going to spin the wheel of free. Now, I do have to take out the numbers. That one thing I forgot to do last time was take out the numbers. But this is for, I'm going to keep this right here. Daydreams. Matthias is in the house. Matthias, make sure you put free in the chat if you want something for free. So you just have to put your name in once. We have our trusty producer keeping track in Venice, Italy at this very moment. Dateline, Venice, Italy. Marco Valerio Romano is taking very good care of all that. Daydreams, Matthias, put free in the comments section if you would like something for free. And remember, you have to be here to claim your prize, or we will respin if you don't. We will respin you so fast. Thank you. There we go. That's Daydreams Studios. And I think it's time. It's time, ladies and gentlemen.
We are at 23 people.
23 people. All right. Well, let's move over to the Wheel of Free. We're done with that. Now we have to put 13 and 2 to exclude, right? Because we have given prizes to 13 and 2. So we will take those two out of the Wheel of Free, and we have 20. So we have 23. We still have 23. We just 2 and 13 have already won prizes. Is that correct, producer?
Right, that's
okay.
Correct.
All right, thank you. All right,
but we don't see your screen though.
Okay.
Okay, great.
All right. All right, well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, to win a free month. And let me tell you what a free month is, by the way. A free month of Make Music Income Learn, which includes all our courses, including my new course that's out. Also includes all the ebooks and everything. And it also includes my weekly class that starts tomorrow. If you want to be in the weekly class, by the way, you want to be in this. And this starts tomorrow. So makemusicincome.com/learn. What a chance to, and if you can't attend the weekly course, it's on recording. And so you'll be able to watch the recording where I'm starting tomorrow on Friday, tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. Eastern time. I'm starting a Zoom course just for the people involved in makemusicincome.com/learn. And we are going to start the course. I'm going to play the modules for you from the Getting in Sync course. And then we're going to have time for you to ask questions directly to me in the course. So it's going to be fun. Fingers crossed, says Zen Chief Engineer. So here we go with the next drawing. And let's spin that wheel of free. And where she stops, nobody knows. And it's stopping on number 8. This is great. Pickerwheel.com, ladies and gentlemen. Very good. So number 8, you are the big winner of the Make Music Income. Tomorrow is not Saturday, unless you're somewhere in the world where it's Friday, because tomorrow is Friday, as far as I know, at least on my calendar. So,
That's great.
who is our winner?
Number 8 is Laurie Jean Composer.
Laurie Jean Composer, are you still in the house? You have won the MakeMusicIncome.com/learn. So you gotta be here to claim your prize. Is the only drawback to this. So Sally O is in the house. Sally, make sure you type free in the comments. Leader Jai is in the house. Make sure you put free in the comments to win one of the next things that we have, because that's how we know how to enter you in this. So waiting to hear right now from Laurie. And Laurie, if you are here, make sure you let us know. That's because you're in India. Well, that makes sense. So anyway, looking for Laurie. N says congrats. And there's a bit of a delay here on these comments, so sometimes you can type something in and I wouldn't see it. But Laurie was here from the very beginning, if I remember right, and that's why she's number 8. So there's Laurie Jean Composer. So hopefully Laurie gets back with us. And Dex Williams Music's in the house, says free. Joe Borges says free. Enter. So there's a few more names in here. And we'll just keep going here. So congratulations, waiting for Laurie Jean to tell us that she acknowledges her win. You have to be here to win. 29. Hey, we're up to 21 likes. So at least that's what I see. So 22 likes. So if you like what you're seeing here and you're having fun, because I'm having fun, go ahead and put in a like for us. That'll just bring a lot more people in, and we'll have a lot more fun and more to give away. And so everybody jump on in and make sure you put free in the chat. But also, more importantly, someone get in touch with Laurie, because you have to claim your prize on here. All right, Marco, I'll have you watch the chat for me. And if Laurie claims her prize, let me know. But I'm going to go ahead on with the show here and get back to just me, no more crazy screen stuff. And we've talked about Make Music Income Learn. Let's now talk about step 3. And this is step 3 and 4, actually, I'm going to kind of hit in one thing. And basically, this is talking about getting songs into the libraries and then getting placements from the libraries. So this is really step 3 and 4. And this is not the easy part of sync. We talked this week one day about the long journey. That was yesterday. We talked about the long journey of sync, and we talked about it. By the way, if you weren't here yesterday, we had Mr. Marcus Manderson, who is also known as Dafingas, joined us yesterday and talked to us about his 1,000 songs he has in sync. I had no idea that he had that much in sync, but he did. So yeah. Okay. We got a comment from Leader J. How are the numbers assigned? Basically, you put the word free in, and as people put the word free in, our esteemed producer in Venice is writing a list down, a numbered list of everybody as they join. So what are we up to right now? How many?
Oh, sorry, I was in mute. That's 26 now.
26. So leader, if you put free in the in the chat, you'll be 27. And Nick B Designs just jumped in. So make sure you put the word free in if you want to win something free. We've got more to give away here as I finish up talking about just these 6 kind of things I wanted to teach about today as we are talking about. There's Nick B Design saying free. Leader J.I. Make sure that you say free in the chat. And all right, number 8, got him run. Well, Francis, thanks for being here today. So we'll take 8 out of there. There's Laurie. Laurie, you win. You won a Make Music Income Learn package. And so we will talk. I'll be emailing you about that. As a matter of fact, let me make sure that you go to makemusicincome.com, winners, and email me if I don't have your emails, because all I see here is your screen names. You don't have to put your email on this here, but you can just email me at makemusicincome.com. My email is also in the description. Please go down and email me personally, and I will talk to you about what you've won and how to get going with that. Okay. All right, Marco, thanks for taking care of all that. I'm going to get back to what I was talking about here. And basically, step 3 and 4 today that I was talking about are getting the songs ingested by the library. Let me just give you a little hint and thought about when you are putting songs into the library and you get accepted by a library. It's one of the greatest feelings in the world. You got some library really liked what you're doing. And so I think that is a huge win, except once you get in, you then have to get the songs in. And just because you got into a library doesn't mean the songs get in. I know this is surprising, but step 3 is getting the songs ingested into the library. And this isn't as easy as it sounds. Sometimes ingesting the songs by a small library can take a while, sometimes weeks, sometimes months, and shows and music supervisors can't use your song because they can't find your song. So patience is a big part of this sync game in general. We talked about the long journey of sync yesterday. But just realize that getting in the library is not like getting your songs directly out there. Getting the songs where they can be heard is a whole other step. And you have to work with their ingestion rules. If you don't know what I mean, their intake rules, how they take your songs, and you have to make the right submixes, and you have to make stems, and you have to do all these things to get it in there, and you have to sign contracts and all these things. And so there's a lot of patience needed here on step 3 in getting your songs into the library. Now, once you do, in step 4, this is the fun part, getting placements on TV shows. So from December of 2021 was about the first time I started seeing actual placements, as far as I know. I saw them on TuneSat. Through now, I probably have in the neighborhood of 200 placements across all the libraries as far as sync type things. And this feels pretty good. In some ways, this was the real goal, was just to get the songs out there. It makes you feel appreciated. You know, if you've been in Pond 5 and someone buys one song, you're like, hey, somebody bought my song and they're very excited. And so, even a $6 sale excited me when I got my first stock music sale. And, but when I see something on NFL on CBS, I'm a little bit more excited. Or on a big show that a lot of people apparently are watching on different TV shows like this show, Love is Blind, which I've watched a little bit, and a lot of people seem to have watched it. So this feels pretty good, and it feels really good to see your song and hear your song. That Love is Blind placement, let me tell you, I saw and heard that thing play, and it was a top it was a top placement, and it was so rewarding to get that. To see that and hear that, and you feel, I'm not sure if it's life-changing for me as far as the same as making a piece of music that's maybe played on stage, but it's pretty close. So anyway, I was also this close to a $30,000 buyout of a song in late 2021. A partner and I both had written a song, and they found it on Spotify, and this wasn't a sync. Well, I guess literally it was, but it's more of a business, a buyout by a company that wanted to buy the song for their company. It wasn't a sync company. It was just a company. And that was a $30,000 miss. Unfortunately, they decided not to spend that on their ad budget. And so we didn't get to split that 30 grand. But getting the song used and aired is a big win. and I just think it's a lot of fun. And then step 5, I forgot this is step 5 too, because we're gonna run right through here. Um, Step 4, step 3, step 4. I'm gonna say and step 5 because I need to get to this one too, and I need to get on with this show. So step 3 and step 4 and step 5. And step 5 is getting paid for those sync placements. Once you get them on a show, just because I got that show on Love is Blind doesn't mean I've made any money. I've made no money on that show yet. I've made a whole video about this, but I saw my first income from sync licensing in November of 22. And that was after getting Christmas placements and other placements in the end of 21. Like a whole year it took to see the first income from that. It wasn't much, but it showed that current and new songs in the libraries and continued placements could be something that brings real income for years. And I'm still working on seeing that real income. But once it gets going with hundreds of songs, and I do have hundreds now, and I talked to someone yesterday who had thousands, and I know people who have had multi-thousands and are seeing multi-six figures. But this could be a quarterly income. And I say quarterly income because you get paid by your PRO every quarter. And especially when I get to the retirement time, whatever that means, being a serial composer and entrepreneur, I'll see quarterly income from BMI. I'll see upfront checks from my libraries and other possibilities for $30,000 syncs might come along. But it's also BMI month this month. So it should be fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken. It should be fourth quarter payout this month. So we'll see. And that Love is Blind placement was in fourth quarter. And again, the main reason I'm interested in seeing what it pays is because it's such a large placement. I mean, it was right after the front credits and at the very start of the show with the show logo. It was almost like I placed a logo music. And so I'm interested to see if that pays. Don't know if that'll be on the May statement. We'll find out. Believe me, if it is, you're going to hear about it. So I've also been getting some upfront checks. And also another thing that I've found, and I don't know how much this is going to bring in money monetarily wise, but I've seen Spotify and YouTube plays go up specifically because of that song that's in Love is Blind. It's become very popular. People are emailing me about it. People are Shazamming it, and they're playing it on Spotify, and the numbers, that's my most popular song in a long while on Spotify, and the YouTube video is getting plays. So people are going and finding that they're, and these three steps, these getting into the library, get the songs actually in. I mean, not just getting signed to a library, but getting the songs in is a bit of time. Getting the placements for those songs after you've had them in and waiting for placements to happen. That Love is Blind placement was October of 2023. I put that song in the library in early, either late 21, no, early 2021. So that was 2.5 years before it got this big placement. So that's the game we're talking about here. And then getting paid for that, I haven't seen that yet, even though it got a placement on the 26th. So if I get a payment from that show this in May, that would mean that I am getting money from a song that I put into a library. This is 2020, 3 years ago. 3 years ago this year is when I put that song into that library. So that's the kind of long game we're talking about. And this kind of stuff we talked about yesterday, but I thought it was way more, I thought it was important that I mentioned that today as I teach. Okay. Shane Jensen says the long waiting game equals sync music. It really does. It's an investment. It's an investment thing. It's not like stock music where you put something in Pond 5 and you could have a sale in the next month sometime. Dex Williams says, it took me almost exactly 3 years to the day. Hey, how about that? From library submission to royalty check. Yeah, and it looks like that's what I'm going to see on this one. $1.75 sale excites me. Yeah, those sheet music sales are exciting, just to get that email. Just cool to think that someone bought something I created, for sure, no doubt. Your first one, Dex says that was his first royalty check. 1 year later, try 3 years later, Hi there from Spain. We're an international show today. We've got India in the house. We've got UK in the house. We've got Italy in the house. We've got Spain in the house. Where else? We've got Switzerland in the house. We've got Germany in the house. So good. Sally O says, so they don't tell you upfront the payment. No, what happens is, you don't really get told much. And who knows what is paid through BMI and how that is split. You have to split that with your library. You get the writer's side, the publisher gets the publisher side, and then the upfronts they split with you. But that money goes to BMG first. In this particular Love is Blind situation, it goes to BMG, which is the main library, and then BMG pays the sub-library, and me and the sub-library split that particular upfront. So I'm thinking that Moldova as well. Awesome. So I'm thinking that, I'm not expecting a lot, especially from Netflix. And you should know that the streamers pay much less than the networks. Yeah, there's another Cambridge, UK. Yeah, and we've got Arco, who is currently in Oxford working at school, and Ian Harker, who is in the house and has been hanging around here and lurking around. Good to see you, Ian, also from Oxford. So, yeah, we got all sorts of people from all over the place. Great to have you all here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, guess what this sound means? That's right. It means it's time for another free giveaway. Now, wait a minute. I think I messed up my free giveaways. Let's see. Free. Okay, so this giveaway is going to be for a free I already gave away a free console. I already gave away a free course. Now I'm going to give away a free both of my free ebooks, the stock music ebook and the Getting in Sync ebook. And the Getting in Sync ebook is loosely what the course is based on. I realized as I've been making the course that I'm not following the script from the ebook. But the ebook has all the information I've been talking about in here, and it has it in black and white so you can just read it. And I'm also thinking about doing audiobooks. Do you think audiobooks is a good idea for me to do a reading of the ebooks and release those too? I don't know if anybody has any thoughts on that. But no, now it's time to give away some of the ebooks. Let me show you the ebooks real quick that I'm talking about, and I can just show you what they look like. Now I got to go to here and here. And you can see down here, this is my Getting in Sync ebook. Usually sells for $15, and my stock market ebook. And the stock market is also $15, but it lists every stock music library that I am in, and I still make $200, $300, $400 a month with. And so you'll get both of these ebooks that are still have a cost related to them. They are not free ebooks. And this is a drawing now for the free ebooks. And so, yeah, we'll make that drawing now. Let me go ahead and get back to where I need to get back to. And let's go to the wheel. It's time to go to the wheel of destiny, as my friend...
we are at 29 people.
29. Wow. Okay, so we've got to take out... what was the last number that we picked? 8?
8, right?
And then Francis, or was that Francis' number? Who left? I can't remember what she said. She says in the comments what her number was. So 9 maybe. Got to make sure we exclude the ones that have won already. Congratulations to our winners so far. 2, 13, and 8. Laurie and Wolfgang and who else won? Oh, DVD also won. Were you able to find that? That's Francis Drost.
Sure, just give me a sec because she said the number 8 and she was not number 8. So I'm double checking real quick. Just give me a second. And yes, I can confirm she didn't write 3, so she wasn't in the list actually. I guess she was saying
did.
number 8.
I see it right here.
As she joined the...
Well, that's okay. We'll keep 8 out for now.
Right, number 8
no...
is out anyway. That was l'origine, and number 2 was Wolfgang, and number 13 was DVDV Music.
Great. Thank you, producer. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to spin the wheel of free. Here we go. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Not even Marco. All right.
All right.
Fantastic.
So number 23.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. I love that it makes sounds. That is so much fun. All right. So, this is, Dex, this is so much fun. I just found this number picker thing on last night, and I thought this would be funny. Matthias says, I always wonder how all these things get managed, Eric. Teaching, composing, writing courses, YouTube stuff, putting songs together. When do you sleep? Well, I did sleep from 2 o'clock to 8:30 or 9 today. No, 7:30 or 8. So I almost got 6 hours of sleep. But it's not about sleep. It's just about, planning and just making sure you have everything planned out. And this is super fun to do. Who's not having fun here? This is really fun. Dex Williams said, I think your content would work for audiobook podcast format. Also accessibility, thumbs up. Awesome. Yes to audiobooks, says Sally. Zen Chief Engineer says, converting some of my cues to submit to Scorekeepers right now, so I learned something here today. Yeah, Scorekeepers is good. Shane Jensen said, I use Audible daily. Yeah. We should have a pool to guess the sync payment amount for that placement. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Woohoo. All right, so congratulations. Did we find out who it is?
Yeah, sure. That's the Daydreams Studio.
Yes. Well, look who you actually won, Matthias. Thanks. Congratulations. You won the. I'm just going to spell your name. I guess I think I can get it right. I won't get it right. So I'm going to say Daydreams. Matthias, you don't have to email me. I know your email, and I will send you. Tell me if you have both ebooks, though, Matthias, and if you do, I will send you something else. Winner of
By the way,
eBooks.
I found Francis. She was number 19.
Okay, so I'll take 19 and put it down in the exclude category down here. All right, very good. All right, now let's get back to the show here, and I've got one more things to share with you before we end today. Thanks everybody for continuing to hang out here. I now want to go and just talk about the last thing I want to talk today was about step 6, which I don't even need to put on here, but I'm going to anyway. Step 6 is rinse and repeat. I don't even have to tell this to those of you who are in sync right now. You know that once this all happens, you get something in a show. I get this. Let's say I get some money for the NFL stuff, and I get money for something from the Netflix show, and I get money from something else, and I've got 2 albums that I am now putting into the BMG library, and I've got another album I'm putting into another library, and I've got albums lined up after that I want to do. It's back to those. It's back to the plugins and the keyboards and the producing and the compositions, and hopefully providing more songs to more libraries after the ones I'm submitting now, after the ones I submitted years ago that are now paying me. You just continue to fill the need, continue to send stuff, rinse and repeat. You got those in there. Yay. You're getting paid for those. Yay. I'll tell you that I don't know if it's going to pay very much on Netflix, but it's going to be consistent because that's a show that's always on there. People are always going to be finding that show, and it'll always be playing on that network or some network. So you're going to be doing it again. Once you can have the songs, you can have the libraries, you can have the placements, and you can have all that stuff, but then it's back to work, back to making great songs Watch for complacency, that you're not just making the same stuff over and over again. I felt like that a little bit lately, and so I have to really stop myself and make sure I'm not repeating myself and I don't get in ruts, but making great new songs, continuing to make next level sounding productions. Listen, we live in an AI age where you cannot afford for your music to sound anything but the top that it can sound. And so this, to me, using humans and developing stuff with your own hands, that is the way to be AI. If there's a way to be AI, I think it's by making stuff with our own hands. Real people, real players, and real mixing and mastering by someone, and not using AI mixing programs and Easy Mix and Easy Mastering and mastering. I know now Logic has a mastering tool, and I still go back and use my old Wave plugins that I used 20 years ago. It feels, I don't know. I just don't know if I trust a program to tell me it's mastered correctly. And I know there are people who know how to use Ozone and things like that. But so more music, more production, more ingesting, more waiting, more placements, more income, and then it starts over again. It's still rinse and repeat. It keeps going. So, all right. Well, thanks for listening to all the things today. I do have another giveaway. Yes, that's true. You're like, there can't be another giveaway. There was just a giveaway. Well, there is another giveaway. And Ruth now wants me to make a time management book. Ruth, if I make a time management book, I'll never get around to doing the classes and all the other stuff and all that kind of stuff. Congratulations, Daydream Studio. By the way, Ruth, I expect to see you tomorrow in class. You've been part of that on our streams, so I expect to see you there tomorrow. This is the way, as Shane says from The Mandalorian. This is the way. Make the stuff, make the music, get it into the libraries, get it in there, get it used, get paid, and make more. And it's no real different than being an artist. You don't just make an album and never make an album again. You don't just make 5 albums and then never make an album again. You don't make just 10 albums and make another album again, unless you're the Beatles. I don't know if they made 10 albums, but however many they made, that's all they made. But you continue to make music through your life, continue to put out new stuff. And so this is no different than anything else. It's just the same. And that's the way sync music works. Okay, Dex Music says, another one? Yes, another one. I have something free to give away. I am going to give away for number 5. What did I write down here? Actually, let's see. Is this? I do have a free giveaway, but I'm not sure this is a wheel spinner. I'll give away one more thing. I'll give away one more. I'll give away one more Make Music Learn, which is a month of free classes and free access to all my courses for 1 month. And I'm going to give this away. So you'll get to be part of the classes. You'll get to see the new course. You'll get to see the old course. You'll get to see the eBooks. You'll get to see all that kind of stuff for 1 month and come to the classes for 1 month. So how about that? I'm going to give another one of these away. So, and then I've got one more thing to give away, but it's not a spinner. This is a spinner. So last chance for those of you who have just come into this. Is there anyone else? Banks Music, have you put in free in the comments? Because if you want to get something free from this spin that I'm about to do, make sure you have put in the word free. Put free in the comments to win something free right now. This is the last spin of the day. So put free, 12 studio albums. Thanks, Dex. Put free in the comments. And if you haven't yet, because we are about to do our last spin. How many people do we have, Marco, in the current wheel? Oh, you're muted. Go ahead and unmute there. Did I mute you? Okay, you may speak freely.
Thank you. So we've got some new ones, actually.
Okay.
Just give me a second
All
to
right.
give you the final
Oh, God, with some
count.
new ones. All right, excellent. Mems Beats is in the house. Great to see you. You're a former winner, I think
I think
if
we
I
are
remember
at
right.
37.
Javi is in the house. Banks Music, Michael Solomon,
36.
Santiago, Kiev HD. So that puts us at how many?
Let me double check. One.
Look at this.
Yeah, 36.
36. The Wheel of Free. This is to win. Let me get back to my screen here. This is to win a Make Music Income our new Learn program to get a free month of this Learn program, which is access to all our courses, both courses and both ebooks, as well as be part of our class every week that we're starting tomorrow to learn the Getting in Sync course. So by the way, you can buy the course by itself. You can buy the class by itself, or you can buy the Learn program and have both, where you can take the course on your own and then with me. And so that's the way we're going to run it. So we have 36 people in here. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the next spin of the Wheel of Free. Here we go. Can't stop me. Oh, there goes the wheel. And the winner is all the way back to number 10. So number 10 has won a free month of makemusicincome.com/learn. Who is number 10, Mr. Marco?
That's Zen Chief Engineer.
Zen Chief Engineer, been very involved all of the presentation here. So congrats, you have won the Learn program, and I am excited to have you in that. Go ahead and claim your prize. I know you've got to be here because you've been here through the entire thing, and so give us a shout out or a thumbs up or something, and let us know that you're excited to be part of the new Make Music Income. Yeah, there we go.
There it is. Yep.
We are in. So that probably is the last Wheel of Free spin. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give away some ebooks. I'm going to give away some more ebooks because the ebooks are good stuff too. So let's put 10 in. Those are all the numbers so far, right? Any other people?
Yes.
Let's see if there's any other people that have joined and put free in since the last time. Yeah. No. Okay. Any last chance if you are new to the broadcast here, and if you're watching live, we're getting ready to spin one more spin for the ebooks. And if you have the ebooks, you can tell me, and we'll adjust that. But one more spin for the ebooks. And let me know. But here we go for the ebooks. Let me take this down. And let's go back and do one more spin. We're still at 36, right? Still at 36, Marco?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's correct.
Here we go for another free pair of ebooks coming your way. And here we go. The Wheel of Free. Oh. What's it doing? Oh, it's faking us out. We had a fake out. So number 25 is the winner. And who is number 25?
That's S.O. Sally O.
Sally, you won. Congratulations. Ebooks to go to Sally. So any of you who are winning, by the way, make sure to... yeah, okay. Have a good time, Arco. I'll be over there in a minute, too. I'm going to go over to Stevie B's as soon as we get done here. And we're almost done here, folks. I got one more thing to give you, but it's not something we're going to spin the wheel for. And you don't have to be here for it. But stay anyway, because you want to find out what it is. So, yeah, just email me at makemusicincome@gmail.com. That's my email address. If you have won, or if you haven't won and you want to talk, I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions about stuff, congratulations, Sally. Glad you've got those, and I'll just send me an email and I'll email those off right there. Arco got an A in, yeah, he told me about that, I think. Arco says, "Hey Eric, I want to give you guys credit for helping me understand the music and film and business music. For that, I was able to get a grade in my title track scoring." Well, that is not a surprise from Arco. Arco is one of the hardest working people I know, and congratulations on your A on your paper. But congratulations also to Sally, who won our last of the free, the wheel of free here. So glad you won. Lucky Sally. All right. Congrats to Sally. So, all right. I want to now come back here, and I just want to talk to you now about one more kind of free thing I have. But it's not a thing that we have to spend for. This free thing is, if I pull up my script, this is something that I'm going to be doing for today, and that is I am offering now, if you get the Getting in Sync course and you start the Getting in Sync course, let me share my screen with you. Any of my students watching this are going, "Oh, he's doing the share the screen thing." If you you sign up today in the next 24 hours for the Getting in Sync course, I'm going to offer, here it is. I'm going to put it in, actually, I'm going to put it in a little note here. Here's what I'm going to offer you if you sign up for the course today. And by the way, $29 is the cheapest this is going to be. In a few weeks, it's going to be going up to about $39 probably, and then end up at $49 to $99 or something like that. But I'm going to offer free classes, free Zoom class, a free Zoom class for the entirety of the time that we do the Getting in Sync curriculum. So, for instance, tomorrow I'm going to start on Zoom doing the curriculum for that. And you see my script there. I'm going to start doing the curriculum of, let's get that out of the way so you can see. I'm going to start with the very first introduction modules of the Getting in Sync course tomorrow in the Zoom class. And then after that, each week we're going to go from each module, the first module, second module, third module. I'm going to play the module or teach the module, and then talk with the people who are in the class about what module we just talked about, and answer questions and try to go a little deeper inside each module. So it's like getting the course, but also getting my thoughts behind what I already said in the course, because even with the course, I haven't said all I can say. As you know, from me speaking now for an hour and a half, I haven't said as much. So yes, you'll be able to take the course on your own, just have it on your own, but you'll also be able to take a Zoom class with me every Friday at 1 p.m. And we will starting tomorrow, Friday, May 3rd at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to start a Zoom class where I show the first modules. I'm going to show all the introduction modules tomorrow, and then talk between them and answer questions that people have that are in the class. So I'm going to offer this for free for the next 24 hours. If you buy the intro price right now, for the next 24 hours, I'm going to give you access to this Zoom class the entire time we are doing the Getting in Sync course, which could be months. So you're going to get not only the intro price, the cheapest price it's ever going to be, $29, but you're going to also get the free Zoom class every Friday. You'll be on the email list for that, and join us there. So this is a freebie for everybody. This is a free thing. So Ruth, thank you. We will see you tomorrow in the course, because you are already someone who is in that course. So we will see you tomorrow. Some people who are in our streams community have access to the course by itself as part of our current stream in there. So we've got a few people who will be joining us tomorrow in the course. So we will see you soon, Ruth. But anybody else who wants to be part of that class that starts tomorrow, the easiest and cheapest way into it is a one-time price of $29. $29. I still think that was a bad idea. But I was just starting the course, and I like to start the courses low. And Steve and I, and by the way, Steve Bedall, who is my friend, he has a live going on right now that we're all going to switch over to as soon as we're done here. I'm going to put the link to it. Somebody send me the link to Steve's YouTube, because I'm going to send people over to that right now because he's live. So if Andreas or somebody could send me the link to Steve's YouTube, just put it right here in the comments, and you guys should go over and watch that, because he's doing a live himself, I believe. And so let's go over and give him support there too. But this will be, this is only for you guys. I am not going to be at all. Oh, Marco has found it for me here. Let me copy and paste it. Marco, you're a good producer. Let's all hear it from Marco. Can you give Marco some love today? Because Marco has been here all week. He contacted me, I don't know when it was, last weekend or last week, and said, "Hey,
Yeah,
Eric."
I think it was Sunday.
Yeah, because I was wanting to find somebody to help me maybe with this kind of thing. And so we're still discussing how we can work together. And he's been good enough to join us every day for these lives, and it's just been a pleasure. So let me just publicly say thanks to Marco. Thanks for being part of all of these things here. Yeah, Dex is loving Marco. Marco,
Thank you, Eric.
thanks
Thank you,
so
everyone.
much. Yeah. So, and Marco does his own music. I'll put a link to his stuff, his site down below as well, because you need to go check out his site. Very nice site, and does his own music. So if you're looking for a partner to help you with your music, you need some production help of some kind. He does some really nice work, and so you got to go down and take a look. He also does podcast editing and different things like that. He's a 100%, just like me, makes his living from music. So he'll all takers, any jobs you got, music jobs. You need to talk to Marco, because he might be able to help you. So right now, if you want to get into the stock market course, let me go back there. If you want to get into the stock market course, make sure, I'm not the stock market course. If you want to get into the Getting in Sync course, now is the time to get it for this intro price, and also get the free Zoom class for the entire time I talk about the Getting in Sync course in there. This could be months. So really make sure that you check that out if you're at all interested in the course. It's not going to be $29 forever. Once I get 2 or 3 of the modules in, I'm going to take it up, as you know, just like I did with the stock market course. But yeah, make sure you get in there and get into our free Zoom class. That's part of this, but it's only free if you buy this in the next 24 hours at the intro price. So I'll put some information out in an email as well, but I know all of you aren't going to be in the email list. So, hey, thanks to everybody who's been here. I'm just going to go through some names here. Daydream Studios, Zen Chief Engineer, congratulations. Ian Harker, Dex Williams, Ruth, thanks for being here. Andreas, Banks Music, Salio, congrats. Javi Tianda, that's a cool name. Arco, of course. Shane, of course. Ian, I may have already mentioned you. Santiago. Who else has been here today? Michael Solomon, thanks for coming. And take care. You guys, make sure you take advantage of this course that we've got going here. Mems Beats, it's good to see you again. Kiev HD. Santiago, I think I mentioned you already. Who else has been here that I haven't talked about yet? Tigrill was in the house for a while, and just appreciate everybody being here. Nike, thanks for being here today. Leader G was in the house today. Thanks for being here. Laurie Jean, congratulations, and we'll be talking to you. Andreas Schroeder, good to see you again, and we have talked before on the phone. Nick B, good to see you again, my friend. And who else? Just so many people here today. Awesome. Joe Borges, thank you for being here today. And everybody who's here. The Push Pack, Philly Plug. Who else was here today? Francis Strauss is in the house. Mark Rushton in the house. So many people have been here today. Adonijah, and that's a cool name. DVD V Music, congratulations on make sure you email me so I remember everybody's names. But Wolfgang, congratulations. We've got all the names of the winners. And so make sure you email me. Again, my email is, let me just put this on the screen. And did I put it anywhere else? Make. I don't want to do that. You can reach me, and you can reach me about anything, folks. If you just want to talk about what to do next, there's a lot of stuff. You can go to makemusicincome.com, and you can just find me there. Or you can email me at makemusicincome.com, makemusicincome@gmail.com. So that's the way to get in touch with me if you're a winner today, or if you just want to talk about anything. I would love to talk with you. So we're wrapping up here. Thanks to everybody. Any last thanks? Thanks so much, Wolfgang. See you, everybody. Great live show. Thanks so much. It was fun to be here. Everybody, and thanks so much. It was good to have you here today. Yeah, and everybody, we will see you at Stevie's link here that I put here. Let's go right here to Steve Bedall's link, and I'll put it in one more time. Let's go there now and bother him and say, hey, we were just in Eric's, and now we're here to hear what's going on here. So let's all go there now. And with that, I'll sign off. Make sure you get the intro price and the free class that I'm offering right now today. So we'll see you next time, everybody. Thanks so much for being part of this today. I really appreciate it. It's been fun. And we'll see you next time here on Make Music Income. Bye-bye.